2016. It is important to note this is one of the highest capital releases recorded in the nation's recent history. In fact, it exceeds the aggregate capital expenditure budget for 2015. Consequently, work has resumed on a number of stalled infrastructure projects, such as the construction of the new terminals at the country's 4 major airports, numerous major road projects, key power transmission projects, and the completion of the Kaduna-Abuja Railway, to mention a few. We remain resolute in our commitment to the security of life and property nationwide. The courageous efforts and sacrifices of our heroes in the armed forces and paramilitary units are clear for all to see. The gradual return to normalcy in the Northeast is a good example of the results. Our resolve to support them is unwavering. Our spending in the 2016 fiscal year focus on ensuring these gallant men and women are properly equipped and supported. We will continue to prioritize defense spending till all our enemies, within and outside, are subdued. Stabilization of subnational government finances remain a key objective in our plans to stimulate the economy. In June 2016, a conditional budget support program was introduced, which afforded state governments 566 billion naira to address their funding shortfalls. To participate, state governments were required to subscribe to certain fiscal reforms entered around transparency, accountability, and efficiency. For example, states, as part of this program, were required to publish audited accounts and introduce biometric payroll system with the goal of eliminating ghost workers. Our efforts on the cost containment have continued throughout the year. We have restricted travel costs, reduced board members' sitting allowances, converted forfeited properties to government offices to save on rent, and eliminated thousands of ghost workers. These and many other cost reduction measures will lead to savings of close to 180 billion naira per annum to be applied to critical areas including health, security, and education. Let me now turn to 2017 budget. Government's priorities in 2017 will be a continuation of our 2016 plans, but adjusted to reflect new additions made in the economic recovery and growth plan. In order to restore growth, a key objective of the federal government will be to bring about stability and greater coherence between monetary, fiscal, and trade policies, while guaranteeing security for all. The effort to diversify the economy and create jobs will continue with emphasis on agriculture, manufacturing, solid minerals, and services. Mid and downstream oil and gas sectors are also key priority areas. We will prioritize investment, in human capital development, especially in education and health, as well as wider social inclusion through job creation, public works, and social investment. Our plans also recognize that success in building a dynamic, competitive economy depends on construction of high-quality national infrastructure and an improved business environment leveraging locally available resources. To achieve this, we will continue our goal of improving governance by enhancing public service delivery as well as security of life and property. And distinguished members of the National Assembly, the 2017 budget is based on a benchmark crude oil price of United States dollars 42.5 per barrel, an oil production estimate of 2.2 million barrels per day, and an average exchange rate of 305 naira to one United States dollars. Based on these assumptions, aggregate revenue available to fund the federal budget is 4.94 trillion naira. This is 28% higher than 2016 full year projection. Oil is projected to contribute 1.985 trillion naira of this amount. Non-oil revenues, largely comprising companies' income tax, value-added tax, custom excise and excise duties, and federation account levies, are estimated to contribute 1.73 trillion naira. We have set a more realistic projection of 807 billion naira for independent revenues, while we have projected receipts of 565.1 billion naira from various recoveries. Other revenue sources, including mining, amount to 210.9 billion naira. With regards to expenditure, we have proposed a budget size of 7.298 trillion naira, which is a nominal 20.4% increase over 2016 estimates. 30.7% of this expenditure will be kept up, in line with our determination to relate and pull the economy out of recession as quickly as possible. This fiscal plan will result in a deficit of 2.36 trillion naira for 2017, which is about 2.18% of our GDP. The deficit will be financed